Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here, about 3:30 in the morning, part 125 of our Skylanders Giants Blind playthrough. Part 124, we fully upgraded our box stock hothead you saw throughout the blind playthrough. Here in part 125, I have that second hothead. Again, I had ordered one, Amazon, GameStop, wherever, I think it was Amazon, and that night I went up to run my errands. I found one locally, one literally. It shocked me. Bought it. Came home, gonna cancel my order. I couldn't because it already shipped. That's like the only time stuff seems to ship in a timely manner when I want to cancel it. But that's how life seems to go. That said, hothead, base upgrades, absolutely ridiculous. Upgrade path, incredibly awesome. Again, this one right here, I literally tonight, 30 minutes before I just recorded Hothead, I took this guy out, did a few heroics, got him his base upgrades, and that's when I realized he was going to be awesome, and I was really glad that I had a second one, But what that allows me to do, again, we took the Hothead you're familiar with from the playthrough, and box stock, took him down the Burninator. That one's winning the blog poll, 45-29 plus 16 margin there. Burninator basically addresses your primary and your secondary. That's your fire shot, your oil blob, and then it adds like this really sweet fossil fuel monster. Oil Baron here entirely addresses your tertiary attack, kind of a unique situation, and we're going to quit yakking about it and start checking it out. So here's a look at Hothead. Pay close attention to him. Here at the end, since this video won't take as long, I'm actually going to come in and probably put the other Hothead on. The fire hand gets a dragon, and then the oil hand gets like this funky trident looking thing. But let's go ahead.
Hot as ever.
Indeed. We're going to check out his upgrades here, that way I can kind of show you. We'll cover these when we buy them. Actually, I'll recap them here because I have them. Initial, again, I do this just in case someone is only interested in Oil Baron. If you want like full detail on the other paths, just watch part 124. But base attack, what he has, box stock, flame fire burst. Press A to shoot a burst of fire, hold A to keep flames going. Again, very cool right out of the box, or hot I should say. Oil blobs, press B to shoot a blob of oil that can get lit on fire for serious damage. Again, kind of a nice 1-2 punch. First upgrade, and this is where he starts getting incredibly awesome. Premium grade. Oil blobs and ignited oil blobs do increased damage, so we've upgraded our secondary. Sizzle shower. Press Z to summon a rain of fire from the sky, tertiary attack on board. Then turn up the heat. Flame fire burst gets even hotter and does increased damage. We've upgraded our primary attack. So primary is upgraded, secondary is upgraded, we've got a tertiary. Last base upgrade, extended forecast. Sizzle shower lasts longer and does increased damage. Now, not only do we have 3 base attacks, they're all 3 upgraded. This is where it gets interesting. You gotta pick your path. Top path here, it's going to be the Burninator. Again, that's what's winning the blog poll. Again, my theory on that, it addresses not 1 but 2 upgrades. Eternal Flame's probably the big ticket. Can use Flame Fire Burst continuously and does max damage. Again, that's a big deal. A lot of characters, they'd get the continuously in one upgrade, maximum in the other. Not the case with Hothead. Next upgrade down Burninator, Hot Oil Treatment. Oil blobs and ignited oil blobs do max damage. Again, straight to the max. Something cool, we'll kind of have to see the damage on it, but it's going to be fun just to monitor anyway. Fossil fuel. Oil blobs turn into fossilized monsters who attack enemies. Again, that's the Burninator. If I just had one Hothead, I'd probably play it safe and take that because it upgrades 2 things. Bottom path here, Oil Baron, interestingly enough, only addresses your tertiary attack, but it looks pretty promising. Oil Baron begins with Firestorm. Sizzle Shower does maximum damage and covers a larger area. So once again, no BS here with Hothead. It's straight to the cut, maximum damage. So can't go wrong there. Larger area is a bonus in my opinion. Next one, which looks really interesting, oil and fire. During the sizzle shower, your tertiary attack, press the B button to create an oily explosion catching enemies on fire. Again, that's something we'll have to see in game, but I think on the deck of the ship we'll get a feel for it. Next up, again, this reminds me kind of like a whirlwind, double trouble type scenario. Hot with a chance of meteors. Hold Z to summon a gigantic meteor from the sky. Depending on the damage, I mean, this could actually be the better path. I think the most practical path is going to be the Burninator, just primarily because of the eternal flame. Everything else is a bonus there. This path here, depending on the damage, it might be the better path, but again, for most people, I think Burninator, particularly if you just have one hothead. By all means, if you have two, I mean, have some fun, play around, but we're going to check this one out here, then we'll kind of be able to talk a little better about it. But the Soul Gem is called Hot Rod. Hold A and B to transform into a Hot Rod. Soul Gem can be found in junkyard aisles. Again, I don't know what the damage is going to be on that, but you can apparently use it forever. I played around with it in part 124 there at the end when we had everything, and it never timed out. I don't know if it'll be a deal it'll time out after you've dealt X damage in the game, or it'll just go continuously. More than likely it's a deal where it'll do a little damage, but it might not do as much as, say, your base or your upgrade path type deal, so you'll be inclined to use it sparingly anyway. If somehow it does do insane damage, I'll just probably roll around like that until I decide I want to blow stuff up. So needless to say, I am very, very, very impressed with Hothead right now. Like I said, this guy, I came in, you know, he's level 2, he's still in the box. You need 8,520 to go from box stock to maxed out. He's a little shy of that because I've already bought him the base upgrades. As you can see, no dragon hand, no trident, you know, no pipes coming out of the shoulder bomb blades. But here we go. This will kind of showcase to you, that's our, you know, primary attack. You can get about 360 degrees with it. The oil, you know, doesn't do anything too crazy, but you can light it. Then you can kind of add extra blobs. You know, very good character. You can move forward with everything. Then the sizzle shower and the upgrade to it. You get the idea. We're going to come in now and we're actually going to upgrade that sizzle shower. So,
welcome back.
you know what she says. Alright, again, if you get to this point and you don't know what you want to do, don't randomly pick something. If you need to play around, hit the B button. You won't be locked into anything. If you do select a path, you're stuck with it with a giant unless you reset it. Same with the new landers. Luckily, we know what we're doing. We're going to do oil bearing, further develop sizzling shower skills. I got some consonants in there at 3:30 in the morning, so we'll click that. Again, you do have to see the pointless cutscene if you structure it this way, but you know, what can you do? Alright, our first one runs 1020. Firestorm. Sizzle shower does maximum damage and covers a larger area. So, we're going to pick that up. And again, I mean, this is something that could be strung out. Sizzle shower covers an increased area, and then upgrade 3, sizzle shower does maximum damage. It's not, it's combined. That's epic. I'm happy. We'll preview it out on the deck. There's really no point here since the other two don't relate to it. Oil and fire. During a sizzle shower that's now maxed out, press B to create an oily explosion catching enemies on fire. Really excited to see how this one pans out. I think it'll be pretty good. We're going to come in now. We will pick up the final upgrade down oil bearing. And that's going to be hot with a chance of meteors. Hold Z to summon a gigantic meteor from the sky. Cost 1,800.
Fuel the fire!
Alright, now, obviously all we lack is a soul gem. We'll come in here, hot rod. Hold A and B to transform into a hot rod. Soul gem again, fittingly found junkyard aisles. Cost 2,400. Looks like we'll have 427 left over. Ironic, since this is April 29th. Technically the 28th. It's still Sunday night to me, but it's technically Monday morning. So we'll go ahead and accept that. I'd really like to edit and upload this, but again, I don't have internet, so what can you do? We're gonna exit here. I forgot to pay attention to when he got that stuff on his shoulder. Trying to get a look at it. Anyway, again, that's his base attack. Secondary attack. There's kind of when they combine and all anarchy you can get involved in, you know. Now what I'm going to do is press the Z button. We're going to have the largest area it covers and maximum damage. Let's try to get a vantage point. Okay, nothing too crazy really, but I mean it looks pretty sweet. You can tell there's a lot more. It's like a heavier rain, if you will. Now I'm going to tap Z, and then we're going to hit B and see what happens. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Okay, now I am holding Z, and it looks like we just summoned the sun. Wow. Yeah, Hothead's pretty awesome. The cool thing is that it doesn't just transition, you get a little bit of the rain beforehand. And the other big perk, in my opinion, you can actually move around with Meteor. Very cool. So, doesn't look like it's getting too, well, maybe it is. It's hard to tell with the camera anymore. But I can tell you it looks awesome. We're going to throw it down now. It basically radiates 360 degrees, and then there's kind of like a forward-facing wall of fire. So, here's a look at the oil explosion again. So it looks like you can only do that once, but so I guess he spins around twice, and it's basically like the end of it. But again, I think if you're trying to play practical or do what's safe, you're probably going to want to go with the Burninator, because you upgrade the oil blobs and the flamethrower. The flamethrower becomes eternal. Basically what that means is where this guy expires right there, you would still be going. Then while you walk forward here, and it's going to run out, you would still be burning. Similarly, the oil blobs, maximum damage, you get the fossil fuel guy, and then you still have the sizzle shower and, you know, like the first upgrade on it. But where we'll kind of get the full feel for how good of a path this one is when we play the game and we see what the damage is. From the sizzle shower, and then the, I don't know why it's not executing that, but the oil explosion. You know, for whatever reason, it seems to only let me do that every other time. Oh, we didn't even get to do it that time. I don't know, sometimes I guess it doesn't register the hold or something, but nonetheless, that's something that once you see in-game what kind of damage it does, etc., you'll kind of know what you've gotten yourself into. His soul gem is Hot Rod. You know, I mean, I don't know what the damage would be here either. Have to admit, it's pretty unique and kind of fun. Again, if you didn't watch the last video, you can actually like go upstairs and stuff and indoors in hot rod mode, so it's pretty sweet. I wondered if Flynn would say anything. But I mean, he's an awesome character. Base upgrades are killer. Each upgrade path is also insanely awesome in my opinion. Since we have time here, since I had his base upgrades already done, I'm gonna pull him. This will just be for the people if you just came in to see Oil Baron or something. I guess it's like a bonus for you. This is my regular hothead that you saw throughout the blind playthrough. Note he's got a dragon and then that little claw trident looking thing. And reason for that, his sizzle shower looks like this, but he can do this all day, literally. Note it spans out much farther. It's a bit more intense of a heat, you can even tell just by hearing it. If he seems faster, he is. It's just he's got more noise. But there's the bee. You can see that thing that keeps moving is actually the fossil fuel monster. It rushes up the stairs pretty quick. But I mean, maximum damage there, maximum damage when it's lit, 360 degrees. Very, very cool, or hot, we should say. We're gonna go back now to the Oil Baron hothead. Again, note he lacks like the dragon and that claw trident thing, but he can do this, you know, and that's pretty awesome. And then he still has, you know, this is really good box stock with no upgrade, just the A and B attacks. So anything past that's pretty cool. But again, I don't know that you can go wrong with either path with Hothead. That said, if I had to officially endorse one of them, since I've gotten to experience them both, at least based on initial impressions, I'd say play it safe, do the Burninator, you get the primary and the secondary. Most importantly, you get the Eternal Flame. You know, if you're not a fan of that, or you think the Sizzle Shower is the way to go, I mean, I think that's going to do some pretty insane damage once we're in the game. So that's about that. It's 3:44. I had planned to record Tree Rex, but I need to get some sleep. Maybe tomorrow the internet will magically start working. Nonetheless, I mean, I've got the all the Newlander videos have been ready to go. I just haven't had, the connection was bad, and then it got worse, prompted me to call it in, and then it got to the point that it just wasn't anything at all, literally, you know, non-existent as it is now. So it's one of those things, you know. But overall, Hothead, so far, again, bear in mind we've only done Crusher and Swarm, you know, but very, very happy with him. Base upgrades, awesome. Soul Gem looks fun. Both upgrade paths look really good. Again, it'll come down on Oil Baron to what kind of damage they do and how well they flow with your gameplay or how you play. You know, personal styles vary, kind of what you do, your mindset, etc. Don't think you could go wrong at all with the Burninator. If you're in doubt, that's probably what I'd recommend. But you know, we'll play them and kind of see what we think based on, you know, real gameplay once we've logged a few hours with each path. But I'll get all that stuff up on the blog. Hopefully it helps you out. These videos should do a pretty good job of it. If you were on the fence, you know, hopefully kind of sways you one way or the other. Similarly, you know, if say you took him down the Burninator and you've always wondered, you know, what Oil Baron would have been like, now you know you can make the call whether to, you know, A, reset your hothead, B, go buy another one, C, congratulate yourself because you hate that path and love Burninator, etc. So you know, I think it'll help people out. But hopefully, like I said, I can upload them, all of them. You know, that's what I would have been. Actually, right now, I would have had all of the Newlanders up. I planned to do them pretty quick. Had internet issues prior to that. I didn't know I was going to get this bad. But you will see them eventually. I mean, if I have to go to the library and lug a hard drive, if they allow that crud, I guess I'll do it. If my student ID still works, I could. Oh, anyway, thinking out loud there. But that is it. I have to say, Hothead, very, very good character. Box stock, base upgrades, and fully upgraded down either path. I don't think you're going to be disappointed with him. But I will quit rambling. Thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter. Again, in instances like these, or if you wonder why a video isn't up because I said it would be, or if a poll is ready to go, etc. If you follow me on Twitter, or you just go to the blog and scroll down to the Twitter feed, that's where I post things and update people that, hey, my cable company is a joke and I don't have internet. Or I just won the lottery. I'm flying to Germany to buy everyone Scarlet and Genie, whatever the heck's happening. But in situations like these, I realize I've seen, like I said, I get the emails on my phone and getting quite a few messages like, where the heck's your videos, dude? And believe me, I intend to have them up. It's just you can't upload videos without an internet connection. So if I could send VHS tapes into YouTube, I'd do it, but I'm pretty sure that wouldn't go over well. So that said, you can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, the blog is your best bet, and like I said, if you're not on Twitter, don't care to be on it, or don't understand it, just go to the blog, oneofwisdom.blogspot.com, scroll down on the right hand side there where you usually see the polls and everything. That box right above it's my Twitter feed, and that way I can kind of keep you up to date on stuff. And again, that way you don't even have to sign up for Twitter. And plus, if you wonder about polls and stuff, you're on the page with all that stuff in one go. So that said, bottom line here, Hothead is awesome. Really, really happy with him, and I'm now not at all upset that I actually have, the one that I had shipped to me after I couldn't cancel it. So some things do work out in the end. So at the time I was like, man, they went $15 in freight, but gotta say I'm not too upset now. So anyway, that'll give us something more to do in Nightmare Mode. We'll kind of see which way we like. And he doesn't drop frames. I don't know what it is about Crusher and T-Rex, but reason I've used Hothead and suggested I might do the heroic run through with him, he doesn't drop frames. At least not as bad. Probably shouldn't say that, and I'll start doing it. But I'll quit rambling. Again, the blog or Twitter, I'll keep you updated as best I can there. But again, thanks for watching. When we come back, part 126, I guess we're going to go ahead in and move on to T-Rex, and then we're kind of going to have to wing it from there, since I don't have multiples of Thumpback, Eyebrow, and then Genie. So honestly, at this point in time, I thought we would have had Scarlet and Genie over here. I'm not going to pay freight. It's not too bad really, but I'm still of the mindset I can probably get it in America at some point for 15. I'm not going to pay 35 or something. Hassle DHL if they're the carrier. It's not worth it. If DHL's the person that delivers it, I don't want to pay $10 for it because she's not going to come in one piece anyway. So long story there. I won't make you listen to it. I'm rambling because I'm tired. It's almost 4 in the morning. But like I said, Hothead, very, very awesome character. If you're curious about the Burninator, that's in part 124. Check it out. But I'll quit rambling. Again, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back here when we upgrade T-Rex.